Vocab intact, mind sublime. I react, contact, snap, break your spine. Keep that bullshit, only take what's mine. Every line, every rhyme says a test of time. Niggas are lose and fake like cartoons. Buffoons and straight jokes like National Lampoons. A season change couldn't come too soon. Fake dudes make fake moves, clear the room. Beast mode, Chicago Rilla. West side reside with jacks with cap pillars. Pretty streets for keeps, got straight killers. Zombies roam the night like a scene from Thriller. You gotta do more to survive right here. Be the leader of the pack or slide back to the rear. While you spitting hard garbage deep inside the ear, I'm making it clear that bullshit is over, nigga. Your end is here. It's here. It's here. Yeah, it's here, nigga.
Hey y'all, it's Thursday, it's 7 o'clock, you only have 20 minutes left to set your lineup! That's a little bit better this time, I like it.
I have a delay, so whatever, they'll probably fuck with us a lot today. But, yeah, I don't know. What a fucking week, dude, right? Last week. Oh my god, football's back.
Football's back and I already am over it.
Yeah. You already over it? I'm not. Well, I wish I would be. I mean, I would rather not watch the Browns and the Bengals playing on a.
I have no problems with this game.
No, I don't like either of these teams. They both suck. Anyways, but yeah, Bears somehow pulled off an insane fourth quarter comeback, and against your trusty Lions. And
wait, no, whoa, you can't use that word. You can't use the word trusty.
Yeah, you're right. I can't use the word trusty. That's the wrong word. Yes.
You could trust the Lions to win like you could trust a recovering addict to not rob your house while you leave them alone.
Good point. But yeah, they miraculously came out with a win in that game. Titty Biscuits snapped in that fourth quarter, and it was okay. But in no way, shape, or form should they have won that game.
I agree.
At all. Like, I'm not saying they should have. I mean, I'm glad they won.
Oh, no, you should be glad, but
yeah, I don't think they should have won.
Yeah, the Lions gave that to you.
Yeah. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it every day. I don't know. So, let's see. It looks like we both did bad, right? Like,
oh, shit, we already got a call.
We do. Is that Marty?
I don't know. We'll find out. Whoops, where's this? Where is answer? Hello, you're on Set Your Lineup. Who's this?
This is Hector.
Hector! Wow. All right.
What's up, Hector?
How's it going, Hector?
What's going on, guys?
Chilling.
Just wanted to talk about those trusty Lions.
Again, the words
yeah?
you can't use for them. Trusty.
Yes, you can, because you can trust that they're going to screw shit up like they always do.
Yeah, same old.
Bird! Where's the bird button? Where's the bird button? Where's the bird?
Yeah, I got new toys.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm totally with you
How's
on that
everything
one.
been, guys?
You're right, Hector. Yeah, good, man. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm 39
Cheers.
years
You got
younger.
a beer with you? I'll cheers you right now. You got a drink?
Or we'll cheers to you. Either way.
What was that?
We're cheersing to you. I'm not sure if you...
Yeah, I could hear you, but I hear you going in and out a little bit.
Am I going in and out, or is that John? Because he's got a bad reception. I don't know.
It's probably him. He's still using Cricket.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Cheaper to keeper.
Cricket.
So let's talk about some good stuff, guys. Let's get some good stuff going on here.
Well, what do you want to talk about? You're the caller.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how
What's
Mitch almost screwed things up with his bad accuracy for 3 quarters, and all of a sudden, I don't know what kind of stick went up his ass that he got shit together, but he did. And he finally pulled it out. I actually stopped watching it 5 minutes till the 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, And then come to find out that they won when I looked at ESPN and got a notification that they pulled out a miraculous win.
So it's your
I
fault.
actually gave up on them.
It's your fault. As soon as you stop watching, they do good. So you just can't watch them all year.
I'm telling you. I almost felt like I was the bad luck watching them. So I'm going to just probably not watch the next game and see if they win the next one without me.
I mean, they got a good chance of winning the New York Giants.
You'd be surprised. We do good against good teams, and for some reason, the bad teams, they seem to always have our number.
Yeah, Cody came over to watch the game.
I'm too sold on that, but I am more concerned that the Bears don't have a good run game.
Did you? Okay, we got to do something about John's delay here. he said that we got to do something about the running game.
No? We
can hear you, but you're delayed.
Big time delay.
I'm late. God damn
it. What can you do?
Anyways, yeah. So I don't know.
So, John, what he specifically, what he was asking about is the run game. What did you think of the run game?
The run game was all right. As three running backs, I mean, yeah, they didn't, but I mean, they had enough to have the Lions switch to a man defense, which kind of opened it up to Trubisky. That's when he started doing good.
Right. I can explain. So this hasn't been brought up yet. This is going to be in a later rant, but part of what happened is here. I'll actually go down here because I have the exact stat. Part of the reason they went to man defense is Trufant went out, and once where's this? Okay, so Trubisky was 11 for 24 for only 150 yards before Trufant got injured. Our best corner.
Right.
We were already down 2 cornerbacks. All we had left on the roster was 3 listed as corner, and all 3 of them were playing. One of those players was a guy named Tony McRae, who was a special teams only person. He wasn't even practicing with the defenses. So after Trufant went out, you guys were 9 for 12 and 92 yards, including the Anthony Miller touchdown was against that Tony McRae guy. So it's like, what happened? Well, they switched to man because these guys don't understand the zone concepts because they're not starters. And so they switched to man because they have a special teams guy out there trying to run with Anthony Miller, which obviously wasn't working. So,
but how do you have the first week and you already have no cornerbacks?
3 of them got injured, and all hamstrings. This is all we're fast forwarding on this.
That's why.
At the end of Sunday's game, we already have 7 players on our team with hamstring injuries alone. So a lot of people are talking about who's the first coach to get fired. I think it should be our conditioning coach because
absolutely
that shouldn't happen.
No, at all. That's bad conditioning for sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. So we literally got about 11 minutes before the game kicks off.
It's almost like a 20-second delay.
Yeah, it's a real long delay.
Because I'm watching the video and I'm listening to everything we just talked about.
Oh, if you're watching the other video, there's a delay of the stream. There's nothing I can do about that. It goes through a program that splits them up, and there's going to always be a delay on that. The only way to get live is if you want to join us in the Zoom. You can totally join us in the Zoom and be live with us.
Oh, yeah, why not?
All right, cool. We'll send you the Zoom info. Or actually, I could just read it out on air. You got a pen?
Comments.
Yeah, I got a pen on me.
Hold on. I know I posted this in John's thing earlier, so I'm just going to look it up there. Okay, so the meeting ID is 486-381-4610.
All right, 486-381-4610.
Yep.
All right, I'll be zooming you guys soon.
Yeah.
All right. So we got our first guest.
All right, see you in a minute. Hey.
So
you said all this.
All right, while he's jumping on there, let's go through this real quick, Cody.
Yeah, let's get to it while he hops in. So here, let's do this. Right. First time I'm using this. It's Thursday night preview, everyone. You'll see it on the replay, but yeah, we got this nice little logo. I'm going to have logos for everything now.
All right, we're getting more pro by the day. This is great. So Thursday night preview, we got Cincinnati at Cleveland. The Browns are favored by minus 7.5. I just cleared my betting rules with Cody, so now I know what I'm doing when I'm picking the spread. I was a little confused earlier, even though I was in Vegas earlier. There was no sports really going on then, so I should know this shit, but now I know for sure. So I picked the Browns to win, and Cody picked Cincinnati to cover the spread, but he still thinks they're going to lose, right, Cody?
Yeah, I think the Browns are going to win, but 8 points is pretty much what they have to win by, and I think that's a lot. I mean, we're going to get into it a little bit more, but it's just like the Browns played bad last week, and Cincinnati looks like they're a young team getting better. So, I mean, I don't know. I think they'll compete. You got such a delay. I was waiting for you to respond.
Let's look at the quarterback situations for both teams. Yeah. So we got Joe Burrow and we got Baker Mayfield. Last week, Joe had 15.32 fantasy points against the Chargers. Now, my concern for Joe is he's going to be running the ball a lot. Who else does Cincinnati have? They had Joe Mixon. They had Gio Bernard. He's going to take away carries from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't have enough faith in him yet to start as a quarterback. I wouldn't do it, but if you have to, you're going to start Burrow over Mayfield because Mayfield, he averages only 4.8 yards per attempt. He sucks. He just really sucks, and he's overrated. The only thing good about him is his fucking commercials, and that's about it.
Wait, you just said Burrow
about Mayfield.
You said
Mayfield. I meant Mayfield for that.
Burrow's played one game, so give him a chance before saying he sucks.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever. Okay, so that's my thoughts on the quarterbacks for today's game. You got anything you want to add to the quarterbacks?
I'm really interested to see what happens with Joe Burrow. I mean, the first game they, taking it easy, letting them see what they have, but he's going to get more comfortable. And I'm wondering if they're going to take the leash off him a little bit, or are they going to try to play conservative like they usually do with young quarterbacks. I do agree though, Baker Mayfield has not shown anything since his rookie season, so I don't expect much out of him. If you can't get Odell Beckham, and he didn't do anything last week and nothing last year, if you can't find one good game for Odell Beckham, there might be something wrong with you as a QB. So
yeah. Hector, who you got between Mayfield and Burrow?
Looks like he might have froze.
He froze too. All right, he's got the same problem I got. Cool.
Internet.
I'm not the only one. Yay! All right, so let's move on to running back. Cincinnati's got Joe Mixon and Giovanni Bernard. Mixon had 5.6. Bernard had 4.8 in last week's game.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I go back to Joe Burrow. He's going to take away runs from both of these guys. You don't want to, you really want to wait and see until what Joe becomes, because it's going to keep happening, I think. This kid has happy feet, all right? And then for Cleveland, you got Kareem Hunt and Chubb. Hunt had 9.10 fantasy points. Chubb had 5 in last week's game. I think Kareem Hunt's going to take over for this. He seems, I don't know. They're going to obviously split carries right down the middle, I think. But again, this is one of those situations where I don't know which running back I want to pick, or start, because they're 50-50.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now, if you're starting anyone for Cincinnati, it's Mixon, and it's not necessarily because it's the best matchup. It's because you either took him in the first or second round, and you probably don't have a better option.
You're obligated.
Yeah, you're obligated. So, I mean, Mixon, he's shown flashes in the past, and, 1 week is not anything. He's going to have good games. I don't know if this is going to be one of them, but, if you have Mixon, you're probably playing him for at least one more week. The Hunt Chubb thing is you're probably going to play both of them. I'm actually starting Hunt in 2 leagues right now, and that is mainly because, I mean, both Hunt and Chubb are really fucking good running backs, and on any week, one of those guys can snap. I mean, both of those people are possible 20-plus games just waiting to happen. Yeah. Now, Chubb has a lower floor because he's going to get those early down rolls, but Hunt's the one that they love to bring on passing downs, and I think he has like a bigger boom possibility, though Chubb has, killed in the past before Hunt was there. I honestly think they're safe as far as floor plays, the Cleveland running backs. It's just until one of them actually, takes over for good. Oh, it looks like Hector's moving now.
Is he? He's not moving on my screen.
He froze again.
Oh, you're muted too. All right. So we got.
I think I heard him.
Oh. Yep, I'm back. I'm here.
All right. Your video's frozen.
Is it?
It froze earlier. Now you're back.
All right. What's up, baby? Look at that gray hair ass motherfucker.
It's only on the sides because I died up top.
You died? Oh, nice. Look at that. You're getting old.
I keep die on tap, baby. I got like 3 boxes over there.
Hey, at least you still got hair. I don't know. Me and Cody, we're fucking lost causes, man.
I'm bald and gray. This is
That's what I tell everybody. At least I'm not bald because I can at least do something with it.
All right. So next we got some tight ends. Like, excuse me if I fuck this guy's name up. Tight end for Cincinnati, Uzomah and Sample. I never heard of any one of these motherfuckers.
Uzomah's had a couple of good games in his career, but he's not anyone fantasy relevant.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And then for Cleveland, Njoku, who's now on the IR, opens up the door for Austin Hooper, who might get targets, who might not get targets, who the fuck knows. But again, you got Baker Mayfield throwing like 4-yard passes to him. So,
well, the biggest problem with Hooper is Hooper had a good year last year on a different team. Who knows what kind of chemistry he has with the new quarterback in a new system that, I mean, he's just getting thrust into this role. He might just be blocking for all we know. I mean, I don't know. I would start Hooper in a deeper league, but I don't need to in any of my leagues. I picked up Dallas Goedert in my Blake Jarwin league, so I'm good.
Yeah, there's plenty other tight ends to pick up instead of starting any of these motherfuckers. Pick somebody else up off the waivers. Pick up Jimmy Graham. He'll probably do better than any of these guys tonight.
I will say one thing about Jimmy Graham, though. That's playing with fire. He was only targeted in the red zone, which is like, sweet, I'm going to get 6 points right there, but it didn't look like he was targeted once in between. So if it's a low-scoring game, I don't know if he gets his, Yeah,
if it's a low-scoring game, they're going to be running the ball and dicking and dunking. So, but I still trust him over any of these guys.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I just did a fantasy draft with my cousin Gaby last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I made the mistake of drafting 2 running backs on the same damn team. I ended up grabbing Nick Chubbs and Kareem Hunt.
Oh, that's Cody's guys.
Yep.
Yeah. But they're on Cleveland.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, both of those running backs are really fucking good. And honestly, you can...
They didn't do shit for me last week, though. I got nothing from them.
Yeah, but I'm saying if one of those guys...
That's what I'm saying.
If either one of those guys gets injured, the other one is going to be a number 1 running back. They're hurting each other right now, but it's not a bad situation to be, hey, someone's actually hopping in here too. Who's this?
Marty Party?
I don't know.
It's Marty Party!
Marty Party!
Hey, look at that sexy ass beard. Can you hear us, motherfucker?
He's connecting to audio. I don't think he heard that. Oh, actually, I forgot I was supposed to do that too. Now the sound effects will sound better for you. Hey, Marty is muted. I was waiting for Marty to talk, but I guess he's not going to, so we can keep talking about. So this was the last thing I wanted to bring up about the tight end thing, though, is Hunter Henry had 5 catches for 73 yards against Cincinnati last week. So if you need to start Hooper, you know that tight ends will do something. I mean, they do allow something. So I don't know.
Hey,
It's a desperation one.
Since both you guys are on here, who do you guys have for your picks for this game? Just out of curiosity. The spread's the Browns at minus 7.5.
The Browns lose. They always lose.
Marty, you're drunk, ain't you?
His connection's drunk. I need to get better internet for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, they're ritual losers, which is, I mean, I feel bad for Browns fans.
I feel bad for Cincy fans too, though. There's two bad franchises.
Very bad.
Yeah.
You know, it would be terrible when I celebrate a first round pick, and that's like the highlight.
Well, I couldn't understand what he said. It's like warpily.
Yeah, your audio's kind of fucked up, Marty.
I'm gonna try to Wi-Fi.
All right, yeah, Wi-Fi that shit.
That's what I did.
Who you got, Hector?
I want to say Cleveland because I want to say they want to get over the hump, and plus that'll help my fantasy team so much if they do. So I'm biased right now, in my opinion, completely, and say I'm gonna tip my cap to Cleveland because I want them to win. But realistically, I don't think they're gonna pull it out.
No,
I'm not sold on Baker Mayfield. I'm just not sold on him. He's another Mitch Trubisky. It's just there's too many unknowns.
I think he's worse than Mitch. I honestly think he's worse than Mitch.
He is worse than Mitch. I'm just so leery with Mitch's accuracy. Like, how do you come out of college being the number one highest accuracy college player coming out his year, right, when he got drafted? But then he comes into the league and for some reason he overthrows guys by like 3 or 4 yards.
All the time.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
He only throws close to them.
And
like
then you see
really throw past 10
right.
yards.
And then you see the anomalies like fucking Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson, and they're out there killing. They're mobile quarterbacks and they're hitting on the dime. You know, they're making those passes. Mahomes, that's a freak of nature in itself.
Yeah.
But I got him as my fantasy quarterback.
What round did you draft him in?
I got him in the first. I picked him first. Him first.
I just always wonder because I never take a quarterback in the first round, but like I'm always checking to see who actually goes.
I did pick him first. I had to think about it, but yeah, I went up because I ended up picking 10th out of 10. So I got the 11th pick right afterwards. So I was able to pick a quarterback and a running back right after.
Yeah,
so
I got
like
with a 12th pick and a 13th pick.
All right, real quick. Apparently, I missed this on the chat. Someone asked if they should play in their flex Dobbins, CeeDee Lamb, or Nick Chubb. I'm saying Dobbins.
The other way. Chubb gave me 5 points last week, so I'm kind of pissed off at Chubb.
I'm going to say Dobbins. I think Dobbins has a chance
too
to
late now.
Me too.
Too late now. The game started, so you can't put Chubb in if he's not in.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I got to pay attention to the chat more.
You just lost your opportunity.
Yep.
I will say this. Good luck to all you fantasy leaguers out there, because I had to quit that shit because I was getting pissed off at games I didn't even give a fuck about.
Yeah.
I was winning games. Yeah. As soon as I was out of contention, I was winning those games. But when I was in it, I couldn't win shit. It was pissing me off.
Right? That's what I'm telling you, bro. I was paying attention to fucking AFC games, and my team ain't even in the AFC. I was like, what the fuck? Why are the Jets losing? Like, who cares?
Looks like AJ Green hit the ground hard here.
Yeah,
that's
Marty
injury prone.
Marty Party's a 49ers fan over here.
Oh, is he? A Bosa fan?
Yeah, he's a 49er fan.
He lagged.
Yeah, he froze because he doesn't want to talk about that Arizona game.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at it. You know what? I looked at it.
Perfect.
You guys, it's fine. You guys can talk all the shit you want. It's week 1. It's week 1. But here's the thing. If you look at the game, let's look at the positives. I mean, if we're going to be real about football, let's look at the positives. We moved the ball really well on the offense. The offense was legit. We did really good on the offense. The defense did not step up. They kept letting the quarterback for Arizona run a lot. So we fucked up on the defense side of the game. That's realistically what lost us the game, because if you notice, all the points that they scored to win that game were in the fourth quarter. So we fucked up. Again, kind of like last year's Super Bowl. We fucked up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to change that shit. We got to change it.
You also have a very similar thing that happened to the Lions where you have a shit ton of people injured. So,
well,
yeah,
nothing you can do about that.
Conditioning coach has to get axed immediately.
I mean,
all conditioning coaches. Get rid of all of them.
Get them out the building.
Right. At the end of the day, that's why you have secondaries and all that shit, because you got to get them to step up, and that's when people get highlighted that you don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
But, and that's why we always, at the end of the day, W's and L's are always the winners of whatever the fuck we're talking about.
But you're not first, you're last. Trademark of Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
That's that Kentucky in you.
I love that. So I'm like watching the game here. Oh, someone's calling in. This is pretty much 10 seconds in, and all this game has been so far as a challenge. Hi, you're on Set Your Lineup. Who's this?
What up, homie?
Is this Pac-Man?
What? Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. How we doing, man? I'm over here. I'm over here by Jeff and at his bar.
Oh shit! You're Jeff's there too.
Yes, sir. He's pouring his shots.
Oh,
all of them.
Nice.
What up?
What up, Jeff? Jeff's got a new job at Richmond's. Is that the name of the bar?
The illustrious Jeff Lyons.
Hey, a fellow Lions fan. Sorry about the game.
You got your shots ready? We're about to do them.
I actually don't have a shot glass, so I'm just drinking out of the bottle, I guess.
Nice. Hey,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't have any hard liquor.
Like a true champ.
We should have a show at that bar and do shots.
Ready? Yeah, that's it.
All right, dial a shot.
Dial a shot.
Oh, you guys gotta let me know so I can prepare myself.
Sorry.
We drink a lot on this show, Hector. Come on,
yeah, but I mean, I got to drink too, but I didn't know.
All right, I'm gonna call and say hi, do the shots.
Hold on, we got one lagging behind over here.
All right, y'all gotta make sure I take my shot.
I thought we already did their shots.
Oh, it's Hennessy. Oh.
We just did them right now.
Yeah, I did too. I don't know. That was barely coordinated, I guess.
Hey, no, I'm starting from now, Cody, not from back.
Oh, we did ours. So, cheers, homie.
Cheers. Oh wait, who do you have in this game? Browns or Bengals?
Oh God, really? I guess I probably would go with Browns.
Just drink it out of the bottle.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Browns. Yeah.
Okay.
By 3. I gotta give Browns 3 points.
No,
all right.
You're out.
Well, as always,
no dignity.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, homie.
Ready?
Bye, Pac.
Cheers.
I swear to God, he only calls in to get us drunk.
Did somebody just pick the Browns?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason. There's a saying called "taking the Browns to the Super Bowl."
Super Bowl, yeah.
Dumping a shit in a fucking toilet.
Big ass turd.
There's another 3-yard pass.
But you got to remember, Cincinnati was bad enough last year that they got the first pick in the NFL draft. That's pretty bad as well. So, I mean, this is 2 bad teams.
Yeah, they might have the.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Bungles.
Oh, but there Burrow's running. See, that's why Mixon's not getting. You know, John, you're right. That's why Mixon's not getting me points, man. Burrow's just taking off with the ball.
Mixon's not going to get any points. Burrow's going to run at least 12 times, 8 to 12 times. Look, Mixon. There he goes.
All right, fellas, I'm gonna fix me another drink.
All right, cool,
All
man.
right, buddy.
I'm going to fix
Cody,
me a
let's
drink.
Go through the news real quick.
Oh, I got the news theme.
While
now,
you're
too.
doing that, I'll go through the news real quick.
Right, news theme.
Oh, do that. Drop that. Drop it.
Here with the latest breaking news
AJ
is Juan Valdivia.
All right. A.J. Brown has a bruised knee. He's probably not going to play because that would suck to play on.
Yep.
Chris Godwin has a concussion. He's probably not going to get past to play this week, so we'll see. I would check up on the news for him.
But let me just say,
Jameson Crowder has a hamstring injury. Go ahead.
I was going to say about the Godwin concussion. I think it was cool that they announced it midweek. He apparently got it from the game, and so it's like, oh, hey, thanks for being honest. You know, hey.
Yeah, he played most of the game with it.
Yep.
James Conner, he left Monday night's game with a sprained ankle. Benny Snell, of course, filled in for him. He had 19 carries for 113 yards. Expect James Conner to be back in playing. He practiced today. They say they're going to split the carries with James Conner.
Also, though, you have to know, though.
Whoa,
real quick. I heard this on Fantasy Footballers earlier today. Yeah. They're in a fantasy league with Juju Smith-Schuster, who picked up Snell. So I wouldn't count on him for sure this weekend.
Ooh, look at that. He's probably going to be limited if he does. Okay.
Yep.
Marty's boy, George Kittle, he's dealing with a knee sprain. He might play week 2, but he hasn't practiced all week, but they haven't officially ruled him out. Okay.
You know what? Here's the thing about that. So we're playing the Jets, so it's okay. Just set Kittle down, let him relax a little bit. We're gonna win that one for sure.
I agree.
Because if we don't, then fucking season's terrible already.
Yeah, something's wrong if he plays during that game.
The Jets suck. Sit him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Next up, we got.
Because we have so many weapons, and our running fucking game is tight. Our running game is good.
Yeah. Not bad. It's okay.
Oh, real quick, we got someone on.
We got Lamar Miller.
Real quick, we have someone on YouTube asking Hines, White, Deontay Johnson, or CeeDee Lamb in flex. I would probably say Hines personally. I don't know what you guys say.
I'm pretty general too.
I'm going Hines. Yeah, he's a more sure bet.
All right.
Yeah. Those
I'm
other
for
two
sure
are
with that.
Homer bus.
Well, it's just more of a roll because
that's that.
Mac's out, so I'm going to say Hines, and then he also says I have Godwin as well, so maybe Deontay and Hines flex. Yeah, I'd say that. Yeah.
But Godwin might not even play, so
yeah,
he might not. He's questionable.
Yeah, you need to fill that spot. So I wouldn't, put too much dependence on him. Because concussions, he just got announced yesterday, so he's not going to clear to play. I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Next up, we got Lamar Miller. He's a running back, free agent. He worked out with the Colts. Jonathan Taylor is officially now the starting running back, but they're looking at signing Lamar. That'd be interesting. Devontae Freeman is also a free agent.
The news on that, though,
maybe still. I don't know.
No, he is still. So I picked him up last week because he said he was close to signing with a team, and then he said this week that he is down to 3 teams and they're bidding on him, and he will be signed next week. That's what he's tweeted.
Yeah.
Who knows where that is or what it is, but like if I had the spot, I would actually take him, but I dropped him for something better. I can't even remember now. But Devontae Freeman will be on the team probably next week.
Yeah. Next up, we got Njoku. Again, we talked about him earlier. He's been placed on the IR with an MCL sprain. He won't be back till after week 5. I got Tua Tagovailoa, however you say his last name.
We'll just call him Tua.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, I think you had a seizure.
Yeah. When will Miami pull the plug on Fitzgerald and just let this kid play? I know they want to bomb the season and get another first-round high pick, but it's miserable over there in Miami.
I would argue though, what's their hurry?
If there was fans in the stands, I think this kid would have been playing.
What I would argue though, what's their hurry though? What are they?
I mean,
they're not winning their division. They barely have a chance to make playoffs. Are you in a hurry for something? Come on, this guy's on a short season. Let him learn.
Which is terrible. It's terrible considering the division they're in, which is a terrible division. And I've always argued this about the Patriots fan, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad at this, but the reason the fucking Patriots were so good is because they were in the shittiest division in the fucking league.
Yep.
I mean, look who they had. They had the Jets, the Dolphins, and the fucking Bills, who have been irrelevant the past decade. Finally, the Bills did something last year.
Well, they look good this year too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, legitimately, they break 500 and they're in the playoffs. Like, no other divisions can do that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, that's irrelevant at this point because now Brady's not there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question then.
Okay.
Out of all the games you saw played last week, who was the most impressive team?
Oh, most impressive team?
The Ravens.
The Ravens defense.
I mean, well, the Ravens in general, so their offense is so set up for, even the quarterbacks running better than most running backs, and their running backs are fucking awesome. And then their defense, like their secondary, everything is running like really well. Like, I don't think they have to do a lot. I feel like the Ravens are just going to they're just dominating teams until they actually have to play like a really good team like Kansas City. I just see they're going to fucking just plow through some of these smaller teams. I don't know how you deal with them. They got so much speed on that team, like offense and defense.
They basically didn't stop from last year. I mean, they just basically just kept fucking going. I mean, if they hadn't lost to who was it? The Niners, I think. But anyway,
it wasn't the Niners. They're not in the same division or conference.
No, but they lost to us, and I just like to mention that. But anyway, but I mean, that team is just legitimately stacked with talent and fucking just awesomeness. It's honestly a scary team. I think anybody who's gonna face them this year, it's gonna be a daunting task. Like, you have to fucking study the film. You have to be ready for them because they're all over the place. Like, you can't really predict that team, which with how they come at every fucking team that I saw last year and how they played this first week. They're gonna be fucking. They're going to playoffs. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that out there right now.
I agree.
As far as players that impressed me, I think Kyler Murray kind of snapped. He had like 93 rushing yards, I think, right?
Yeah.
And that was
Kid's good.
Like,
that's why I have him in 2 leagues.
yeah. I got him in our dynasty league, keeper league. I got him there, and I'm happy. We actually put that league on pause because we didn't know what would happen with the whole COVID year thing. So kind of angry because I won my first matchup in that league. I would have if
if it existed.
Anyways, whatever. But yeah.
Can I say one other thing I'm impressed with, though, and this is going to be semi-directed to you, Marty, as a 49ers fan. The NFC West, every team in there looks better than every team in the NFC North. I'm just going to say that every single team in the NFC West looks better than the NFC North.
I mean, I've had this argument with people left and right. I tell people all the time, year over year, especially in the last 5 years, the NFC West is the scariest division in the league, period, in my opinion. I mean, the Seahawks have won a fucking Super Bowl in the past decade. The Niners have been to Super Bowls multiple times in the past decade. The Cardinals have even won Super Bowls in the past decade. I think maybe the end of the decade. Irrelevant. Point being is, and the Rams won again a Super Bowl in the past decade. So if you look at that division in and of itself, we're fucking stacked. It's the scariest division in my opinion. It's basically somebody's coming out of that as a champion. I mean, if you want to compare it to like college football, it's LSU, it's Alabama, it's all those stacked teams, Ohio State, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's all those stacked ass teams that are scary and you really don't want to face them.
Yeah.
No. All right. So next we got Le'Veon Bell. He has a hamstring injury. He could be out a couple of weeks. He was placed on IR. Kalen Ballage. Kalen
Ballage, yeah. Oh, I was just going to finish what you're going to say because I want to go on my Frank Gore rant after that.
Oh yeah, you got your Frank Gore. Yeah, Kalen Ballage signs with the Jets to help kind of replace him a little bit. I don't know how effective he's going to be because the Jets just suck. And then now we got Frank Gore, and Cody's got a little rant on Frank Gore, and it's got a little chart and everything.
Well, no, it's just I just put that in there so I had the stats. But Frank Gore is going for the all-time yardage record the long way. I mean, like, he just passed Barry Sanders last year with the he's got 100 more than Barry Sanders, but Barry Sanders quit after like 9 seasons. He quit before he was 30. Gore's like in his mid-30s now, but he's just keep going and going. And now with Bell out, I'm all like, he's going for Peyton. So Peyton's at 16,726 yards. Frank Gore's only at 15,371. But if he just goes for 2 more seasons replacing people, man, he's coming after Walter Payton.
Yeah. That's 1,400 yards. That's two decent seasons, average seasons.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, I don't think he's retiring anytime soon. People are going to keep giving him a job, and he's going to slowly go up there. I don't think he's ever going to get Emmitt Smith's 18,000 yards, but I think he could pass Walter Payton.
Oh, my God. If he does, he deserves it.
Can you consider him a great, though?
Well, no, that's two different things. One is going for a record. The other one is being one of the greats. I mean, he's already has more seasons than everyone he's above, but he's just going. If he plays until he's 40 years old, he could set all the records just by longevity alone. You know.
Who did Gore did it for 12 years? Frank Gore is 15. You know, and he's still 1,400 yards behind him. Mm-hmm. Emmitt Smith's been playing for 14 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still way behind Emmitt Smith. You know, this guy's been playing 15 years, man. That guy he's definitely going the long route, and I don't think he'll make it.
So where did Gore go? Because
he's at the Jets.
Care after. Okay, yeah, I figured that. I just didn't care after he left the Niners. So let's be honest. Okay, he's going to the Jets. Again, shitty division. He'll probably get those stats. Let's just be honest. I mean, because who are they going to face? Like, a lot of shitty teams. And Gore's kind of a beast, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He's got that manpower. He knows how to break through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we used him a lot when he was with the Niners to do those fucking dirty jobs where he just broke through a line and had those hard yards. I think he's gonna do it, to be honest with you. But yeah, like, would I say he was super great or put him in the elite team? Nah, I wouldn't.
He's not,
and that's coming from a Niners fan.
Yeah.
Who I love Gore when he was with us, but he was a great runner, but not an elite runner.
This is his 15th season.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
He's a journeyman.
I don't think he's gonna make it. I'm gonna take the under on that one. I think he's gonna.
I don't know. I just think it's fascinating. I also think it's fascinating that Adrian Peterson's also on that list at number 5, and he's only 900 something behind Barry Sanders' record. So, I mean, he can go the long way.
I consider him a great.
Oh yeah, he was great.
He looked solid against the Bears.
Whatever.
You guys are supposed to be better up front than that.
Defense looks soft. I expected more pressure, but they did let a lot of holding go on in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so you know what?
Mack and Hicks and everybody in that game. It was nuts, man.
Can we talk about the lack of conversation of the judicial system in the NFL? I mean, let's break apart. Yeah,
they don't do anything about it. It's so screwed up, and they don't do nothing.
This is always my argument, and I kind of hate to bring it up, but to be honest with you, one of the things that pisses me off is that everybody kind of nonchalant just doesn't talk about the shitty refereeing that happens in the NFL. Like, blatant calls that even after they go to the fucking hood and check it, and they're like, oh, it looks like it might be good or bad. I don't fucking know. It's almost like they're some shit.
I read an article today that was talking about how holding penalties for first week of the NFL were down like 70% from the first week of the last past 5 years.
Because they didn't call them?
Yeah. Because they didn't call him. 70%.
That's like saying Trump is a good president. I mean,
no, that's not what we said at all.
No, not what we said.
Because it's like it's throwing a statistic out there that is fucking irrelevant from what we're seeing.
Dude, it's totally irrelevant. They're not calling the plays. They're not calling the holding calls. That's what we're talking about.
Okay,
this is what I love about Bears fans. Bears fans sneak through with the win, and they still find a way to complain about it. It's just like, you guys should not have won that game with the way how bad you played. The poor play there. You guys did not deserve a win. But,
that was not a win.
But was
not a win.
But you still have a way to complain about it. Take your win and just.
Win, goddammit.
A win is a win. I'm just saying, take it. I will say this about what Marty was saying though. They've announced the officials for the Lions-Packers game this weekend, and it's the same people who pretty much gave them a win 2 years ago with the fake face mask, where they gave Aaron Rodgers the extra play, even though when you look at it, he never even touched the face mask. And there was even under the hood looking at it, and they just like, no, it's Aaron Rodgers, give him another play, and the Packers won that. We have this same officiant crew from that game, and it's just like, oh, I got that here. Hold on.
Fuck the Packers.
I got a new song for it. I found this on the internet last night.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, you NFC North people.
Yeah, we like doing that. It's okay.
I feel like I just called you all Canadian.
Hey, I love Canada, all right? Where's my CFL hat?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. He's bringing it out.
Yeah,
where's Flutie? I hope there's a Flutie in there.
Right. So, next up, I got Michael Thomas coming up. He's got a high ankle sprain during the fourth quarter. He'll probably be out several weeks. Miles Sanders will be back this week. All
right, I'm back on pause.
Yeah, you're frozen too. He should be at full strength, and he should get most of the carries from what the coach said at his press conference. Gardner Minshew, he had 26.8 points last week. He went 19 for 20 passing. This totally kind of blew my mind. I wasn't expecting this. He had 3 touchdowns with 3 different fucking wide receivers. Nice. I thought they were trying to bomb the season because they got rid of everybody. But what the fuck is this happening? Behind the closed doors over there. Were they just trying to trick everybody or what the fuck? I mean,
just because a team wants to they sold everyone away for pennies. These guys are still human. Gardner doesn't want to throw the season. The organization wants to throw the season. Have you ever watched Major League? This is seriously Major League. That's what they're doing. It's oh, I am an NFL player. I'm on the field. I'm going to try to win. You're not just going to throw the game. These guys have pride. So, yeah, they're going to sneak through some games. I actually thought they were, going for number 1 pick, but now it's fuck it, go for it, man. If you guys can win some games, that rookie corner got really highly rated by Pro Football Focus or whatever. They actually could just, I don't think they're making the playoffs, but they could be a really, really disruptive team this year. Also, I'm not sure if you saw this. Nick Chubb scored a touchdown.
You like Minshew? You like Minshew?
Yeah, the Chubster.
He reminds me of a porn star.
What, Nick Chubb?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What
did I just walk into?
I'm the only one who thinks that COVID sounds like it's like some kind of video company for videos with co-eds. Ooh, sexy co-eds.
Really? You know what I thought it sounded like? I thought it sounded like a ghetto stripper.
Next up to the stage is COVID. COVID.
Right. It's got to be Miss
COVID. That bitch COVID coming up on.
All right, next up, I got Zach Moss and Devin Singletary together. These guys are splitting carries. I like Zach Moss a lot, and I like Devin Singletary a lot. But again, another issue with a quarterback who likes to run. Josh Allen had 14 carries by himself for 57 yards.
I think they're very similar to what we were talking about Nick Chubb and Hunt earlier.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't I can't trust any of those guys now, and I got one of them, I think. Yeah, and one of my teams, I don't know, but that's a scary situation. I want to see what happens. I think Zach Moss has higher upside, and I'm just guessing that he will. That's pretty much it for that. Philip Lindsay, he's got turf toe. I think they should change that to like a camel toe instead of turf toe.
Yeah, turf toes suck though, man. Every time I've had a fantasy player with turf toe, they do shitty for the rest of the year because they always try to play through it, and they never it affects every way. They can't cut as well anymore. They're definitely favoring the other leg. It's scary. I wouldn't like to have Philip Lindsay right now. I would probably actually drop him.
It's a terrible thing for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is I get it. They don't want to stop playing. They're trying to be dedicated to the team, but at the same time, you need to understand your limitations and just be like, you know what, fuck it. Let somebody take over because I can't do it.
Oh shit, dude!
Realistic.
AJ Green just had a badass catch.
Yeah. You're I'm behind with you guys, but I'm so on time with the game.
Oh, so the next one on here is for Marty as well. Mohamed Sanu is now a 49er.
Yeah. How you feel about that, Marty?
You're welcome.
I don't know what that even means.
Me neither.
I mean, let's be honest. Okay, so, we're kind of the Cinderella of the NFC, which means everybody just wants to jump on this fucking wagon. I'm being realistic about this. We're probably going to win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years.
5 years?
As long as... Well, we've been fucked a lot by referees. I'm going to say that right now.
Every team has. No more than the Lions.
No, there's a bunch of teams that don't, though. If you look, it seems like they always go for, Green Bay always get the right calls. Patriots. Patriots get the right calls. Some teams, it seems to get skewed towards them, the calls.
See, Cody knows.
Oh, yeah, I've watched the Zapruder film where I'm like, wait a minute, if you notice, the ref was looking straight here, and this is
that grassy knoll over there, that grassy knoll. No, but realistically, if we replayed last year's Super Bowl, I could fucking break it down and show you all the shitty calls. But at the end of the day, I will say this, as a Niners fan, okay? So because, I know a lot of people are like, you're a Niners fan, you're salty. No. Realistically, we should have came back from that. We should have fucking rallied up and won that game. But we did get a lot of shitty calls that changed the momentum of that game. Okay? But, again, we fucked up. It happened. And it's kind of it actually, first week one reminded me of kind of what happened last year because we kind of did the same fucking thing. Fourth quarter, we fucked up a lot. And we just kept doing stupid shit. And I was just looking at it what the fuck is going on right now?
So quick question.
And it was like a repeat of the Super Bowl.
So quick question here. I'm not sure if anyone's heard this, but I did find this out. Did you know that they quietly got rid of you can throw a flag on pass interference? You can't do that anymore.
You can't do what?
Remember how last year they were trying that you can because of that horrible New Orleans call where it was blatant pass interference and it stopped them from going to the Super Bowl. So that last year they allowed you to throw a flag and challenge a pass interference call. They got rid of it this year and they really didn't advertise that.
Yeah. They got rid of it because every time it got challenged, it never got overturned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can't throw a challenge flag anymore?
No, just for the pass interference. You can still do it on we just had that one earlier today where that AJ Green catch was did he have both feet down? You can still do a challenge on that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can throw a challenge flag on a pass interference.
Yeah, correct.
That's terrible. it's like, I mean, I feel like the NFL is like COVID 2020. They're just throwing a lot of stupid shit in there that just doesn't even fucking make sense. Because there's COVID 2020 calls now, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, shit hasn't changed on the field.
No.
I mean, as long as you tested these motherfuckers that they're not like having a fever or coughing and like their butthole is fine, like why the fuck are you?
We are actually getting close to our pandemic update, so if you want to save that for that, we're about there. But first, so we got to the end of the news, and we're only through 1 week so far, but we have lost some big names. So we are going to play a little tribute to all those who are not coming back. Unfortunately, I didn't know that Mike Pouncey just got center for the Chargers. He's out for the year, so I didn't get to add him to this. But yeah, these are all the people within 1 week who are not coming back to the NFL. All right, guys, with another COVID update.
Pandemic. All right. COVID update. All right, so there was 40,479 tests done from September 6th through Saturday 7th, or Saturday the 12th, sorry. Okay. I just figured out how they started releasing this information. They released it the Wednesday after the previous week.
Gotcha.
So there were 7 confirmed cases, 5 being personnel, coaches or whatever, or trainers or, whatever the fuck. And then there's only 2 players. They don't release the names of the players. You kind of have to search through all the teams to see who's on the COVID list, whatever. I'm not going through all of that. But that's pretty fucking good still. I mean, not bad. But there was one fan who tested positive at the Kansas City-Houston game. And there's 10 other fans with him that had to quarantine after the game. So that sparks a little,
We're 1 week in and we're already starting to get a little bit of uh-oh, what's happening? And meanwhile, this game's going on and there's fans in that stands. And every time you see that, you have to know we're this close to having to shut the whole goddamn thing down.
Yeah. And everyone's talking about upping their crowds now. There's 3 teams talking about moving from 6,000 to 12,000 in the fans. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking? Just play.
Well, because it's not really a regulation of the state or anything. It's or the league. It's just a stadium regulation. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah,
it goes city by city.
It's a lot of fucking people in one spot. Fuck. Just what happened at that biker thing and wherever the fuck that was. Sturgis, yeah.
Sturgis, yeah. Or the Trump drown rally.
Oh my God, yeah. Where everyone's all of a sudden you have all these fucking people fucking sick and dying. Oh, it's okay, I'm fine.
No, all that wake that drowned all those boats. You remember that?
Oh yeah,
that was pretty funny.
That was great. That was
That
awesome.
shit was funny.
But by the way, one warning: we're not supposed to. This is football. We're not supposed to talk politics, even though fuck Trump.
No, but that shit was funny. I mean, let's be honest. Not even politically, that shit was funny. I'm not bringing it up as a politic thing.
Yeah.
I'm just bringing it up because it's fucking hilarious.
All right, John, do you want to really quick just do a update on our the Set Your Lineup Fantasy League?
All right, I'm back.
I hate your fucking delay.
I know. I was like, he didn't go anywhere. What do you mean you're back?
Oh, I thought I lost everybody. Everything froze and I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
your face was.
I asked you a question. Whatever.
There.
We're going to just burn through this real quick. All right. So we have an official Set Your Lineup League, and this is how everyone did this week. All right. So, oh shit, let me get that. Okay, cool. That is correct. All right, first game was me versus Vinny. Now, Vinny came in talking mad shit, only to have Connor and Thomas get injured during the game, and I whipped his ass 124-82, partially because I took Clyde Edwards-Helaire 4th overall. Like, it was a stupid gamble at the time, but it looks like it's going to work out. He could have beat me with his bench, though, because he had Aaron Rodgers sitting there with a bunch of points. Keep him on the bench, though. Fuck Aaron Rodgers. Fuck the Packers.
Fuck the Packers.
Yeah, exactly. What's that one? Oh, okay. Oh, that's supposed to go. Move. Okay, cool. Next up game was the Stretcher. Who's that again? Your friend?
That's Rance.
Rance against Kent Khalil Amak, which is Lino, the Pac-Man's friend. The Stretcher had McCaffrey, Thielen, and Mostert. And, I thought the rest of the team... I felt the rest of the team will hold him back in the future, but Lino had a solid week with players getting around where you'd expect them. Hopefully, he doesn't have to play good teams in the future because, he lost 135-116, and that's about where he's going to be scoring. You need those higher points game if you're going to go up against McCaffrey.
Yeah, right on.
Next game is that one was Bob Uecker versus Chicago's Big Dogs Hogs. Big Dogs Hogs is Drew. Drew won with the boom bust style that can easily backfire in other weeks. 4 players on his team had single digits, but it didn't matter because he had Alvin Kamara, and it totally hid everyone else's failure. Very high scoring game for someone who had so many players that sucked. Devlin went all in on the Eagles this week, and that's why he failed, because he's a Giants fan, and he had like the Eagles defense. He had like Miles Sanders, all this stuff. Yeah. Don't do that in the future.
Well, check it out, guys. This just in.
What?
The Miami Heat just win 2-0 on the Celtics right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
breaking news.
Oh, what?
Yeah, breaking news. The Heat just won the second one in a row.
Nice.
Aww.
I told everybody Miami was going to pull it out. They're just playing with more heart. Way more heart. More than the talent. Boston got way more talent on their end, but Miami has way more heart.
I'll be honest with you, bro. I haven't watched any basketball
Me
at
too.
all.
Like, I'm all in on football right now. Trying to.
You got a football body.
Yeah. I'm all footballed out right now. Like, I spent all day at work fucking searching football shit. That was before the season even started.
Yeah, we're trying to do this show right this year. We're trying to actually know what we're talking about, All right, I'm going to just try to burn through the rest of this.
Okay, so...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, what?
Okay. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, Cody.
I'm just going to try to burn through this. All right. Next one up was Adam versus Zach. Oh, no, that's Brandon. I'm sorry. He just has my balls, Zach Ertz. Sorry. Adam is 1 win closer to getting his fictional child some baby formula.
That's my favorite team name.
Yeah, I messed up his kid's name on the other episode. I called him Oscar. Oh, that one? Oh. I just thought you liked his picture is when you spilled your drink on your computer. It's freeze framed on there. I think that's pretty funny. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys watched the show at all, but go back to that was before week 1. It was the week 1 before that so 2 weeks ago's episode, at the end of the episode, you just see John go, oh, and then all of a sudden his screen freezes because he dropped his whole drink on his laptop, and that laptop's gone. So go back and watch that because it's fucking hilarious.
It's the last 2 minutes. Just watch the last 2 minutes. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Epic failure.
Yeah. Big time.
But yeah, Adam won with.
I could see that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I could see that because I've been around John. Hands off, dance off.
Pants off, dance off. Oh, is this going to get to that point tonight? So Adam actually won with 6 players who are only in the single digits. So, his team might not always do as well, but luckily he didn't have to do much. Brandon also played, but whatever. He didn't get high enough points. Next up was Valhallis, which is my co-host's team, who got beat by Oto. So it's Oto's team, so I have to do the promo we always do. Go to EstrellaNegra.com. Estrella Negra. Estrella Negra. It's on Western and Fullerton. Go there. Oto's in Mexico right now, or he might be back by now. Yeah. But yeah, he didn't even look at his team. He just drafted a team and just let it sit. And Oto beat my co-host.
Yeah, I was really fucking pissed. Really fucking pissed.
Yeah.
He had Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton didn't even play, and he still beat me. He beat me short one guy.
Yeah. So I blame it partially because, drummer, you always draft one too many Bears player, and if you go all in on the Bears players, you're going to be as mediocre as the Bears. So
hey, but you got me some points.
The last
don't laugh, Marty. Don't be laughing, Marty.
No, mediocre is actually a compliment.
Yeah. So the last matchup of the week, we had John Craig had the highest score of the week with 155. He had Jacobs, Ridley, and Andrews, and they all fucking tore it up. Pac-Man never had a chance, even though Pac-Man had all the name brand players from yesteryear. But it's a new year. Maybe Evans and Hilton and the new old QBs that are thrown to them maybe they're not the fantasy players they used to be. All right, so you ended up losing because you got old guys, and that was our official Set Your Lineup League update.
Yeah. We're gonna move on to some news and the local teams for the Bears. And then Cody's going to run through the Lions. So really interesting tidbit. Old news, but kind of new news. You guys remember Josh Bellamy, right?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He was arrested in a COVID loan scam. I saw it briefly on Facebook. I don't know all the details of it, but
the details are still coming out.
Yeah, Josh Bellamy, I never liked him. I thought he was trash. He was always
There's a lot of
shit in the locker room and whatever.
Yeah, apparently my understanding is he took out one of those PPP loans, but didn't really have a company that was worthy of it or something like that. And yeah, it was a straight up fraud.
He sells clothing. It's a clothing line that he sells, and I'm pretty sure it's for that, and it has something to do with that. But his clothing line is like bullshit. It sucks. Anyways, whatever. He's a piece of shit. Trubisky, I'll take it.
There it is.
It was a win.
I was waiting on that word, Trubisky.
I'll take it. He wasn't entirely horrible. He did piss me off for the first 3 quarters.
That's a compliment.
He was good for 1 quarter.
He ended the game with 104 passer rating for the whole game. Like, okay, I get it. Yeah, he did monster out in that 4th quarter. Yeah, that's good. But, I'm still kind of 50-50 on his play. Like, those 3 quarters, it felt like a preseason
50 on that?
Yeah, I'm like 25-75, 25% for the 4th quarter, then...
Okay, I played terrible almost the whole game, but I did good at the end.
Hey,
we won.
We won. You gotta look at the positive, right? You gotta look at the positive.
A win's a win.
What's the positive? That there were a lot of mistakes that happened at the end that made you guys win that game. That's the positive.
Yeah.
It's a pulled out a W. Is a win is a win, basically.
No, I agree with the WLs. I agree with that. I said that at the beginning, but I'm just saying, like, there were a lot of mistakes that happened for you guys to win that game because you guys looked like assholes.
You're not telling me nothing
until the fourth quarter. Like until the fourth quarter happened, you guys looked terrible. Like,
dude, all Bears fans know we should have lost.
You guys looked like the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, low blow.
How does that make Detroit look?
Yeah, I know. Can I want to contradict one thing that Drummer said though, real quick.
I'm just sitting there.
I want to contradict what Drummer just said there because I heard a lot of Bears fans say complete opposite stuff. Like, oh no, it was really promising how they came together. And like, no, they look like trash. The Lions aren't a good team. I'm telling you as a Lions fan, the Lions are not a good team. You should be embarrassed that it took all of that to happen for you guys to win. You know, this should have been if you were a good team, this should have been a cakewalk for you.
I'm going to agree with Cody. Because here's the thing. All right, coming from an outside perspective, okay, from the NFC North, okay, yeah. So Stafford actually looked really good the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of great things. If you realistically look at that game, Stafford did good. The team did good. There was a lot of good things going on for the Lions, and the Bears looked bad. Yeah, okay, I know you're gonna be mad at this. But it's fine.
No, I just don't think Stafford was that great in that game. He wasn't.
Are you serious?
Honestly,
go back and look at the fucking game.
Look at his accuracy.
He did much
okay, so irrelevant of what you're saying. Point is that the Lions looked really good. They actually trashed the Bears pretty bad until the fourth quarter. That's
what counts. That's money time.
Yeah. And then there were some bad calls. There were some bad calls and some shitty plays that helped you guys win that game.
There was a lot of stuff that had to go wrong.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if we didn't go for the field goal, if we didn't do this, we didn't do that. I mean, like, there was so much that went, like, it was, you know.
Yeah.
So to Cody's point, if there was a description that I could give to the fourth quarter for the Bears, is the Detroit Lions had the COVID 2020 fourth quarter, and it fucked everything up. That made the Bears.
Honestly, it's the Lions' fourth quarter. That's what we do. We fuck up stuff like this all the time. I'm not sure if you saw the Arizona game the first week of last season where we were kicking ass, and then they ended up coming back for a tie. It's just the same shit over and over again.
I'm just surprised the coach didn't go off into a rant saying the Bears are what we thought they were.
Oh my God! Right.
I'm only saying this to prepare you for the rest of the season because I know it felt really good to win.
They're going to beat the Giants.
I think they could beat the Giants. Honestly, the Giants don't look that good. I actually think that Daniel Jones looks better than Trubisky. Sorry, I don't know if you want to hear that, but
no, I want him out. I don't like Trubisky at all.
Trubisky's not good.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the Bears' run game.
The mediocre run game you want to talk about?
They did okay. They had over 100 yards combined.
You even said it. They did okay.
But I will actually back him up on this. If you look at the stats from the first couple quarters, they were running all right. They had to abandon it at some point because they got down 20 points. And at some point they had to, we got to try to play catch up, and they abandoned the run a little bit. But they were running efficient.
So does that sound like a good running game when you have to abandon it?
Right. It's too conservative. They got too conservative.
Yeah, they were playing too. They should have wilded it out in the first half like they did in the fourth quarter.
Who just scored?
2 runs, 1 pass. They weren't really.
No, I was talking about player. I didn't see who the
tight end Uzuma.
Uzama, yeah.
Yeah, Uzama, whatever he scored.
So don't listen to our advice at all because you said
I'm gonna get off of it. Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk.
You're getting drunk? Is that what you just said?
Fellas,
Yeah.
I'm jumping off. I'm gonna get drunk, and there's Chinese food in my face. I need to eat that. But this was super fucking fantastic. I'm off most Thursdays, so maybe next Thursday I'm gonna be on here drunk, probably again.
Hey, we're here every Thursday at 7, so.
Yeah. So next Thursday I'll be on here talking all the shit, and we're gonna see what happens with the Jets and the fucking Niners this week, and then we have the Giants next week. So those should be 2 easy games, especially how we played on the offensive side of things. The defense needs to step it up, but a lot of teams were crusty this week. A lot of terrible play across the board, to be honest with you. I think it's obviously because no preseason. But I think like week 2, week 3, we'll see what the fuck is happening with the league, in my opinion.
All right. See you later, Mario. I love you.
Have fun.
All right. I love you guys too. Nancy wants to say hi.
Nancy.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Rumi says hi. We're going to get drunk. Well, I'm going to get drunk and eat Chinese food. Whatever.
You mean drunker.
Yeah, hi.
Well, she's going to get high. She's going to smoke them trees.
Nice.
All right. Holla at you guys. All the love.
See you later.
All right. So next, we got the Bears D. This kind of really irked me a lot during the game. They just didn't play at all to their potential at all, especially early in the game.
Yeah, they came together a little at the end.
Yeah, they came back in the fourth quarter and they did what they had to do, but still, only 1 sack in the whole game by Hakeem Hicks. They got lucky on the missed 55-yard field goal, and they got lucky on that tip ball that led to an interception. Like, that was when they stepped it up.
I actually don't know if that tip they got lucky that the tip went to an interception, but that was a good play on the ball.
No, it was a good play. That's what I'm saying. They're lucky it got intercepted because if not, that would have been an extra 2 minutes off the clock possibly.
Oh yeah. Then we could have run the clock out because honestly, AP was running all right at that point. We could have probably put a clock.
Exactly. Yeah. Next, we got Allen Robinson. It looked like he was going to get traded. He announced today with his agent that he did not request a trade. But I kind of feel like he did. He just doesn't want to say it out loud.
I mean, he deleted his team, everything from Instagram about it. That's like what a teenager does.
Yeah, exactly. And that's similar to what that one safety did for the Jets last
Jamal.
season.
Jamal Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, he did the same thing and, kind of pissed off the whole team in a little bit of a sense when he did that, because it kind of burns your locker room,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was a good move. I understand his teammates are with him, but at the same time, I mean, come on, man, like that's your teammates. You like, even if, the organization isn't cooperating with what you want, like, your teammates are supposed to be your family and stuff. Like, I wouldn't erase pictures of my family. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I could only tell that it probably disrupted things for some guys. I don't know, but some guys were standing up for him. But him and Nagy had a nice sit down, and then they had a press conference together. He said he wasn't looking for a trade or anything, and he wants to be a Bear and all this and that. So I'm assuming he wants to play. And I think he's going to have a bomb-ass game on Sunday against the Giants. So I'm not worried about him at all.
So
I just thought it was weird.
Can I ask you an honest question, though? I mean, he wants the extension. Do you think would you want him to get paid that much money?
He's asking for $20 million a year is what the asking price is.
Now, do you think that's fair? Because I actually do think that's fair for his talent.
He's a top-tier receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the top 10. Yeah, he's top 10 receiver, and he does. But honestly, it depends on how many years. Because next year, the salary cap is going to go down for every team because of COVID. So financially, I can see why the organization is like they're hesitant on spending $20 million a year on anybody. But the thing is, the Bears have been signing and extending players like crazy. They just signed Quinn for $54 million or something like that, and it kind of looks bad on the team, you know, and on the players that, hey, this one guy who's the number one part of our whole offense for the last 2-3 years, you guys aren't going to pay him? Like, you know, it looks bad. So this is one of those 50-50 situations where I kind of understand the organization for not doing this right now. I think they'll probably try to figure something out at the end of the year once they have a better idea what they're going to have money-wise. But, I mean, if this year goes really good for Mitch and they got to sign Mitch or franchise Mitch, they're not going to sign Allen Robinson.
Are you really worried about that?
Yeah, well, I mean that's an option. That's something that could possibly happen. If Mitch has an awesome year, they're going to franchise him. They're not going to give him a contract. They're going to franchise him. Right. And they're going to let Allen Robinson walk.
I don't think they're going to franchise him. He is not worth. So franchise, how that works is it's like an average of the top 5 contracts. The contracts that were just signed, the Mahomes, the Watson ones, those are so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
They can get him on a cheaper contract. I promise you. He is, I mean, like right now, what's the guy from Cowboys, Prescott. He's trying to get his new contract too, and I know he's going to get paid. He's better than Trubisky.
He's asking for $30 million.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is if you got all these people who are getting new contracts, it's very obviously that Trubisky will never be as good as those players. So you can use that as your advantage. Is like, what, you're worth this much? No. Do you want to stay as a starter here? You do this at a lower price so we can keep Khalil Mack because that's where all your money's going. That's the contract that you're paying off.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be rough end of the year for that contract. I don't think the Bears are going to pull the trigger on it. I think if they do, they probably franchise him 1 year, and then he's going to not want that, and he's going to fucking sit out, and it's going to be big news later.
I feel like the Bears backed themselves in the corner, and I know you guys aren't going to want to hear this, but the Bears are going to be bad for a few years. It's the cap space and all that stuff. They fucked themselves over. I mean, obviously, they won the trade, in my opinion, for Khalil Mack. I mean, that player was worth all those picks, but then they didn't have all this young talent coming in from the drafts, and so that they were buying everything else with their cap, and now they don't have any cap space. And so now you have a lack of cheap young talent, and you guys are going to have to start over again soon because all these people are getting a year older, contracts are going up. Who even knows who your quarterback is next year? I mean, like, you guys are kind of backs against the wall right now.
Well, Foles is going to be our quarterback if Trubisky's not there. He's going to be our quarterback next year, no matter what. He's signed. He'll be there. So I'm not,
I'm hoping this year just so I can win that bet. Did you tell your cousin about our bet?
Oh, which one? The tattoo bet? Okay, so Hector, me and Cody, the last show we did, we decided to bet on who's going to have the better fantasy season. So far, I'm winning because I got Trubisky and he's got Stafford.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm winning by 11 points so far. So,
but the loser has to get the other player's number tattooed on them. So if I lose, I have to get Trubisky's number, which I think you said was 10. And if Stafford has more points, Drummer has to get a 9 tattoo.
Yeah, so that's our end of season.
I think I have the advantage on that in the long run, as long as Stafford stays healthy. Just because I think Trubisky's going to get pulled at one point.
Yeah. And I think Stafford's going to get hurt at one point. So we both have good reasoning. Like,
I see.
Think the other will fail. So that's pretty much all my news for the Bears. Cody, what you got for your Lions?
I feel like I've talked about a lot of this stuff I wanted to already, with the whole pretty much in talking shit about the Bears. I said about, like, I actually coming into this year thought the Lions were better than a lot of people were giving us credit for, but things with injuries and whatever happens and just like the unfortunate ending of that game, it's put us in a weird spot now. Obviously, there is some bright spots, like Adrian Peterson came out of nowhere and is like, wow, he looks like he might be good for us. So that's cool. Now we actually have a little bit of depth at running back. Like Kenny Galladay still seems like he isn't practicing, so he might not be back for this. So it doesn't look good. But like right now, like the main reason the Bears won, in my opinion, is we lost our top 3 cornerbacks. Jamie Collins did that dumb headbutt and got fucking, ejected from the game in the first quarter.
That was kind of funny.
Yeah, we just like shot ourselves in the foot from the beginning where we didn't have any defensive people, so obviously it allowed that comeback. But what it is just putting me in this position now where I am actually freaked out about this season because the way this is going to go down, and I know this is true, is we are going to lose the next 4 at least. Hold on, I can't really see this. I was trying to like squint. Oh, okay. So our next game is the Packers in Lambeau. We're still Justin Coleman's on IR, who's our slot corner. He's out for at least 3 weeks. Trufant still hasn't practiced, so we're at least out them. Okudah did start practicing, so we possibly have Okudah coming back. But still, 2 of our 3 starting corners are out going into Lambeau against Aaron Rodgers, who just fucking snapped last week. So I think we're going to lose there. The week after that, we're going against the Cardinals, who I actually am feeling like really good about this year. I think the Cardinals are looking great. Like, I don't think we win that game. Game after that, we're playing the Saints. The Saints fucking have been good forever.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions aren't going to win that. So the Lions right now are in a spot where the owners of the team told them last year, you should have been fired, but we'll give you 1 more year because it was unfair because Stafford was injured. And the Stafford injury, we were doing well before he got injured. And it was like, let's give you 1 more year, but you have to win or else you're going to get fired. If we start out the season 0-4, what incentive do we have to keep our coaching staff, which I'm not like really loyal to our coaching staff, but what that means is we fire them and then like, well, we gave up on the season and we're starting from scratch. Now we actually have some really good talent on our team that I actually think could be well coached and do stuff. But what that's doing is it's restarting the whole process over again. We're getting someone else new who fucking Patricia and Quinn got rid of all these great players like, Darius Slay and like, Diggs, who was that the safety they sent to Seattle? Like they got rid of all these great players that just didn't mesh with what he wanted to do. Is just like, I don't want these really great players in my locker room disagreeing with my style. Obviously that's not working. Yeah. So we got rid of all these players, but we still got some really good players on our team. And if we go 0-4, I have a feeling we're going to just give up on the season, not have a coach. We're just probably going to have an interim coach. And then it's like, Galladay still doesn't have a contract for next year. So who even fucking knows if he's coming back? Stafford's in his 30s and his contract, I think he still has at least another year with us. But at a certain point, someone will pay.
Not just sit back, though.
But no, I'm just saying, like, he's still young enough. Someone will pay Stafford to go to it. And can you imagine Stafford on a good team?
The Bears.
Dude, honestly, on a good team.
The Bears. I'll take him any day.
Stafford on a good team, he'd actually be a good quarterback. He's been held back by his team for way too many years. And, like, Lions fans are horrible to him where it's just like, oh, you should have won that game. You should have won that game. It's like, that motherfucker was taking hits and just going off and giving it his 100%. It's not his fault he's on a shitty team.
Well, you know what? If this happens and Stafford just retires like Barry Sanders and Calvin Johnson, what are you going to do then?
Wow. Oh,
I mean, nothing except for being like that.
You just punched Cody in the nuts right there. You just punched Cody in the nuts right there.
I honestly don't think he will because
2 good examples, and then
he's playing at too high. He's playing at too high of a level right now. Unless he's injured, I don't think he's retiring. Partially because of I'll look up his contract, but I'm pretty sure that he's got like 1 more year before there would be a contractual like ability to be out, and he's still young enough. He could get paid,
If you guys go 0-4 to start the season, Matt Patricia is gone, and you're pretty much just playing for a draft pick next year.
Yeah,
pretty much.
There's no coming back from 0-4 in our division. It's too competitive especially with Aaron Rodgers looking the way he is right now. I mean, it's just.
I just like it's one thing to be mad about the season. I'm just worried about. I think that both the Bears and the Lions are going to be bad for the next few seasons, and it really sucks. I want a reason to be cheering for someone else. Like, I'm actually like already shopping new teams to cheer for, you know, like, well, I know I'm not going to be here in the postseason, so I'm like kind of leaning towards the Cardinals right now. It's like I kind of like the way they look at these young, you know, they were a bad team and they come back. Yeah, they look fun, you know, like maybe I'll go for them. I don't know.
Anyway.
It sucks. That's my Lions update. It sucks.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
so
but wait. One last thing though. We are going to Lambeau this week. One last thing. We're going to Lambeau this week, and so.
You can go fuck yourself. I like that song. That's great.
You should actually that song. I'll send it to you later. Maybe I can put in the show notes or something. But or the description of this. It is by Bears fans, and it ends with them doing kind of a punkish cover of the Bear Down Chicago Bears. So, yeah, I'll send that to you later.
Cool. All right, so Hector, I don't know if you've been watching the show or not, but we took one of our segments called Up Downside, and we turned it into kind of like a betting challenge between me and Cody. And every week, I kind of pick some random players. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, all right, cool. I pick some random players. I put their projected number in, and we either go over or under on these guys. Last week,
okay, so he said last week. I think he wanted to say last week we. So we bet on Matt Stafford. The projector was 15. He said that the Bears defense was going to stop them. And so he said he was under. I said over. I won that one.
Okay.
Then we had Josh Allen
barely.
Josh Allen against Buffalo. Josh Allen against the Jets. Drummer had over. I had under. Drummer won that one by a lot. You want to take over? Now you're back, Drummer.
Yeah, I'm back. Le'Veon Bell, he's projected 11.8. He at 5.6. I went under. I won that one. Cody picked under. He won that one. Austin Eckler was at 14.3 projected. He actually only had 9.2. We both picked over, and we both lost that one. AJ Green was projected at 11.5. He only had 7.6. I picked the under. I won that one. Cody went over and lost that one. T.Y. Hilton, we both went over on, and we both lost because they only had 7.3 fantasy points. O.J. Howard, we both went under, and we both lost. He was the only tight end that made any kind of sense because we also had Rob Gronkowski there, and I went under. Yeah, I went under on Rob.
No, so if you remember last week, I said you said don't start any Tampa Bay tight ends, and I said one of them is going to score a touchdown. I'm guessing it's Gronk. And you said, no, neither of them. O.J. Howard got the touchdown. That was my logic was solid, but there was a 50-50 coin flip, and I got the wrong one.
Yeah, literally, yeah. So, and then Austin Hooper was, I took the over, and Cody took the under. I lost, Cody won. And then I picked KC to not beat the spread, but to win.
Which is spread. The spread was 9.5, but for some reason Drummer went for the -14 one that I gave him.
Yeah,
which
I don't know.
It was just because I said KC by 14, and KC won by 14.
Yeah.
I got it on the fucking dot because I'm that good.
Yeah. And I said less than 14. So I think that one should be even. I don't know, because it was exactly 14. But whatever.
It's not my fault you don't understand how spreads work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now I do. Yeah. So we're both 4-6, and now we got Picker next week. So at the end of week 1, we're tied. Neither of us has anything to brag about. But again, I will say that KC game should both get an even win for that because it was 14 exactly. But whatever. Notable players from week 1 that affected.
I want to go back to that. That makes no sense.
Numbers.
I said they covered, but I was guessing 14. So I got that. Like, come on. I should get extra credit for that.
I know. And I followed you. I said 14 or less. It's okay.
Again,
it's
you
okay.
can't.
I'll let you take it. It's okay.
You can't.
I'm not gonna fight about it, Cody. It's okay.
You can't criticize me because you don't understand spreads.
I'm not criticizing.
I have made bets with you in Vegas. I was in Vegas with you betting on football.
I know, and I was drunk most of the time. It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's fine. Notable players from Week 1 picks that affected their play. Le'Veon Bell, he's trash. He got injured. Austin Eckler, what happened? Kelly, right? Cody? Kelly came in and took everything away.
So I actually, I had someone injured last week going into the weekend, and so I put him on IR, and I picked up Kelly on a whim. I'm keeping Kelly. I have a feeling that he's going to hurt Eckler all year, but I don't know. He's putting up points, so who knows by the end of the year.
Yeah, and then Austin Hooper just laid an egg. You know, he didn't really, I'm
going to blame it that he's on a shitty team. He doesn't have Ryan throwing it to him anymore. He's on a shitty team.
Yeah. So this takes us into our picks for this following week, week 2. All right, so for quarterbacks, and Hector, feel free to tune in whenever you want.
I'm already going to.
Mitchell Trubisky's our first.
I'm going to add a column here for Hector.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. So, Mitchell Trubisky, he had 29.28 points last week in Week 1. He's projected at 14.32, and the Giants are coming to Soldier Field. I'm taking the over on the 14.32. Cody's taking the over. Hector, what are you taking?
Over.
I think that's the smart one. I try to be contrarian to your picks sometimes, but like 14's not a lot for a quarterback. Quarterbacks can get that really easy. So, and the Giants kind of suck.
Yeah. Next one, we got Gardner Minshew. He's playing in Tennessee. His previous fantasy score was 26.82. He's projected at pretty much 22 points. I'm taking the under on that, and Cody took the under. What are you doing, Hector?
Under as well.
Under. All right. Running back, Jonathan Taylor in Indiana. He's going against Minnesota in Indianapolis. His previous score was 11.9. He's projected at 15.64 for this matchup. I took the over. Cody took the over. What are you taking?
I'm gonna take the over as well.
Yeah, that one could definitely backfire on me, but it's just with Mac out. I don't know. He's going to get all those carries, and Minnesota looked like shit last week on defense.
Yeah, their defense is depleted, and they're not even the same. Mm-hmm. All right, so next we got Adrian Peterson in Detroit. He's facing the Green Bay Packers are coming to visit them. He's playing at home. Last week he had 12.9 points against the Bears. He's projected at only 6.74 for this matchup. I took the over. Cody took the over. What are you doing, Hector?
Over. We're going up.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer, that one, because it wasn't even close. He was the best running back on the team by far.
Right.
He's going to be out on that field.
Yeah, let's just be honest. He can trip himself into 6.5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So next we got DK Metcalf in Seattle. New England's coming to kind of jam with them a little bit over there. His previous score was 17.5. He's projected at 13.71. I'm taking the under on this one, and so is Cody. What are you doing?
Do we agree on
all these? I'm going to take the over.
Over. Okay. That could totally happen, man. Russell is like balling out right now, so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like New England's got a little bit better defense. I don't know if Gilmore is going to be following him or Lockett, but one of those two is going. Like Stephon Gilmore is really good as a corner,
Mm-hmm.
so either Lockett or Metcalf's going to get shut down, I think.
Uh-huh.
That's just
Next, we have Robert Woods for the Rams. He's going to be in Philly. Last week in week 1, he had 14.9 points, which kind of surprised the shit out of me and Cody.
Mm-hmm. They were using him for everything as a running back, and he was just doing all sorts of jet sweeps. And
he's projected at 13.46. I took the over. Cody took the under. What are you doing, Hector?
I'm going to take the under.
The only reason I'm taking the under on that is I don't think he scores a touchdown. I think he gets probably close to 100 yards, but I don't think he doesn't usually get the touchdowns. I think he's going to get plenty of. They're going to target him like crazy, but
he'll get touches. He'll get touches for sure.
Okay. Next, we got Dallas Goedert.
Goddard.
Tight end. Goddard. For Philly, right?
Yep.
He's going. Or the Rams are coming to visit them in Philly. He had 20.1 fantasy points in week 1. He's projected at 8.76. I'm taking the over. Cody's taking the over.
Dude, 8 is
We're
not.
taking the over.
There is so Elshon's injured. Jalen Reagor, the rookie, he's just coming off of injury. They barely used Jackson last week. I just don't see they're not throwing to Ertz. He looks like the number 1 target right now for the Eagles, and it doesn't even look close. I don't know that. I have a feeling that Goddard's now the number 1 target on the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next, we got Jimmy Graham. All right. Again, the Giants in Chicago. Last week he had 10 points. He's projected at 7.13. I'm taking the over on this one. Cody's taking the under. What are you doing, Hector?
I'm going to take the over.
Over?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We got a thing on the YouTube. I missed this. Last flex spot, Edelman, Cam Akers, or Watkins. I'm saying Watkins. What do you think?
Akers.
Man, after he didn't get used at all last week, man.
I think he's in a minute. I totally think Akers is going to come in and play. I don't think they're going to go with just Marlon Mack over there. I think Akers is going to take a lot more carries.
It's possible.
Yeah. Malcolm Brown's just kind of.
I think Akers is a better player. I don't think. I don't think they're ready to start him yet. I think they trust Brown more. It's the rookie coming into the NFL thing. I think Akers at the end of the year is a better pick, but until I see them using them, I'm not starting Akers. Brown got all the carries last week, and Edelman looks good with Brady. Brady is not there anymore right now. The Patriots are fucking doing a brand new thing that they've never done. They have us running quarterback, and I'm trying to think of their offensive coordinator's name right now. He's having a field day. They cut to him several times. He looks like, oh my God, this is what it's like to have a young athletic quarterback, even though I think Cam's now in his 30s. Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Edelman's going to be used as much. He doesn't have Brady there anymore.
No, he'll probably be the next one to join Tampa.
I know. I actually think he will be like a security blanket for him. You're going to see him on the third downs. He's
going to get targets, but it's just not as much. They're not going to throw as much as they used to. I think they got this new offense that they,
they're going to build it around Cam.
They're really not going to run a lot with Cam as much as you may think. They're going to use him in the pocket and move him around from left to right, across the numbers. But I honestly believe he'll be throwing out there. He won't be running as much because he's not trying to take those shots on his body like he has been.
Yeah, true. All right, so this leads to our last pick. Malcolm Brown from the Rams. Mm-hmm. He had 24.5 points in week 1. He's projected at 8.21 points for week 2. He's playing in Philly. Me and Cody both took the over on this. Hector?
I'm going to take the over.
You can take the over too?
Smart pick.
But that's
And
what I was
this
just saying though about the Akers thing is like Malcolm Brown is getting the first carries, and I think he gets a touchdown. That right there. If you get at least 20 yards of rushing and a touchdown, that's over 8 easy.
Mm-hmm. But I think he'll get it in short yardage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is the last pick. It might be kind of late for you because you can look at the score right now. But
I think we said this early. We got ours in earlier, so that's fine. But you now knowing that it's 21-10 right now, Browns against the spread.
You know, my biased pick was Browns the whole way.
Okay, I forgot that was at the beginning. Now we have it in here. So he says that Browns. Man, they
and I'm glad that all 3 of my fantasy picks got a touchdown today.
Nice. I did see Mixon. We didn't say this. Mixon did end up getting one too, though.
Got one, and Odell Beckham.
Oh, it was Hunt got one. I'm sorry. I forgot. Yeah, I have Kareem Hunt playing in 2 leagues right now. So, so I want to bring this up though, just because of what just happened there. Earlier this year, Drummer reactivated a league from last year that I won it. Undefeated, didn't lose a game all the way through the championship because no one played it. And then he reactivated it, and I dropped out of the league because I was like, no one's playing this league. I didn't have the best team. I was just the only one fucking paying attention to that league. And there's a certain point where there's too many fucking leagues where it's just like, why am I paying attention to this league if I'm the only one even setting freaking lineup here every week? And then it's just like, so I left that one. I don't know, did that one even keep going or did you delete that? Because I just dropped out completely.
No, I tried to delete it. I think that's how I deleted my league.
So you were deleting that
league? Yeah, it was like 4:00 in the morning or something. I couldn't sleep anymore, so I came downstairs to fuck around my fantasy stuff. I was like, why do I still have this Bear Down league over here? Let me delete this. And I actually deleted myself from the Set Your Lineup league, which is our show league.
Oh wow!
Was kind of, it scared the shit out
so
of me.
He texted
me
he texted me at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm in bed asleep, and for some reason I wake up and look at it, and I'm at my bed as commissioner going, huh? What did you do? You deleted yourself from the show league. It's our show league for this fucking show where it's like we're giving out $100 to the winner of this, and this is the person who's supposed to be helping me so we don't have to pay out money to someone. And then it's like, oh really? You just deleted yourself out of the fucking league? Dick.
Wow.
And now he's frozen.
Ass move, sir. Yep.
All right, I'm back.
Frozen in disbelief.
Yeah, there we go. I'm back. Oh man, yeah, that was a really scary moment. I thought I fucked everything up. I thought all my players went back on the available list and everything. I was like, oh my god, no. I didn't want to start a shitstorm over trying to get realign it all back together. But
well, the worst thing is
turned out to be okay.
The worst thing for me though is as someone who's running this league for a show that I'm having a lot of fun with. I know it's just some friends talking shit on like a Zoom chat every Thursday, but I'm having a lot of fun with this thing, and I don't want to like have any ill will in the with the people playing or anything like that. So I don't need some like collusion. People yelling collusion week 1 where it's just like, oh, well, what was this? All this weird shit. It's just like, I don't know. My co-host is a fucking idiot sometimes. Don't.
Yeah. It's just blame it on my internet.
You would think after a couple years you're supposed to get the updated internet. What's going on here?
Well, no,
you know what it is? It's my shitty ass fucking laptop that I'm using a fucking Chromebook because I
he's using
my
his son's computer. That's Riel's computer.
His school computer.
His old computer. He's got
computer. Dude, they just bought Riel for his birthday. He's got this nice gaming computer now that apparently
it's badass.
Yeah.
Fucking badass. Yeah.
And you can't use it for your chat. I mean, for your sports talk.
I'm not carrying that big ass. I got a bad back, man. I can't. That thing's like fucking 80 pounds.
Also, he's already proven that he's not responsible enough for around electronic equipment.
No.
So.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, my wife would fucking kill me if I spill anything on that thing.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that happening.
All right, guys.
All right, I'm gonna get a laptop soon.
Yeah. All right, guys. So it is 10-21, 42 seconds before halftime. I think that the Bengals will do a little bit better in the second half, but I don't see them coming back on this one. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the show because I think we covered most of what we need to. So, hey, thanks for watching. Come back next week. We will try to answer any questions that come our way. If you want to be part of the chat, this is just as easy as asking us for the Zoom code because we will just give it out. It's that easy to be a guest.
Yep.
So see you guys next week.
Thank you for watching Set Your Lineup. Theme song is This Winter by Shadowmaster MC. You can buy that whole album on Bandcamp. shadowmastermc.bandcamp.com. For tacos, call Otto at Estrella Negra. Estrella Negra is at the corner of Western and Fullerton in Chicago. Set Your Lineup, a Something Street Studios production.